Never waste a good crisis. And when it comes to the economic crisis, don't waste it when it can have a very positive impact.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste.
The way we're going to win over the long term is not just militarily. We've got to win over hearts and minds. And what that means is we've got to invest in countries that have no educational infrastructure, have no means for young people to get ahead. We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
Stay tuned for politics and religion. Well, the battle for Jerusalem goes on. A Saudi cleric is now saying he's going to be visiting Jerusalem soon. Let me tell you the story. A Saudi Arabian cleric announced on television on Sunday he will make an unprecedented visit to Jerusalem next week as part of an intensive Arab world effort to claim Muslim ties to the city, which Arabs envision as the capital of an independent Palestinian Authority country. Al-Harifi told his viewers that he would broadcast his next show from Jerusalem to discuss Muslim claims to the city. Saudi Arabia bans travel to Israel and is one of the most fundamentalist Muslim countries. The Arab world has been conducting a campaign for several years that aims to deny Jewish connection to the Temple Mount, claiming that the holy temples never existed. To this end, valuable archaeological material from the temple periods has been willfully destroyed by excavations and construction undertaken illegally by the Arab Waqf and the Temple Mount Authority. So this is what's happening in Israel. There's a huge concentration on Jerusalem and on the Temple Mount in particular to assert ownership. Now, in conjunction with that, we have just come through the week of Passover, and 600,000 Jews visited the Western Wall in the last 7 days. Here's the story. A vast majority of them Jews visited the Kotel, which is another name for Western Wall Plaza, over the Pesach holiday, which of course Pesach means Passover. According to the Kotel Heritage Fund and the Israel Police, more than 600,000 people from all Jewish streams, secular and religious, young and old, visited the ancient remnants of the outer wall that surrounded the Temple Mount. The Kotel authorities say that the stream of visitors to the wall this year was much larger than in previous years, and that people kept on coming 24 hours a day, many walking from the Jaffa Gate and the markets, the Damascus Gate, and the Jewish Quarter, and many others by bus or taxi. Kotel Rabbi Shmuel Rabinovich commended the police for securing the Kotel areas and the approaches to it. These statistics point to the fact that the Kotel is the spiritual home for all the world's Jews without any barrier or difference in status. I hope that this trend will continue and that there will not be a single Jewish boy or girl who does not visit the Kotel, he said. Spiritual significance. The number 600,000 is considered to have spiritual significance in the Jewish faith and is especially relevant at Passover, at which the exodus of the Jews from Egypt is marked. According to the Bible, this was the number of Jewish adult men who participated in the exodus from Egypt. And this year, for the first time, that number, 600,000, appeared at the Western Wall, which is considered the holiest place presently to the Jewish people. One more interesting thing, and that is tens of thousands visit the tombs of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at Machpelah over this Passover. Over 30,000 people visited Hebron on Wednesday and Thursday of Passover. The massive turnout of people to Hebron in the past few days is more than encouraging. It is a specific sign pointing to the healthy state of the Jewish people in the state of Israel. there would be those who would seek our expulsion from our homes in the first Jewish city in Israel. However, this is a small minority. An overwhelming majority of Jews in Israel understand the importance and significance of Hebron and of the Machpelah graves there to Jewish culture and tradition. Now, what I'm trying to make sure you understand is there's a tremendous struggle. The Arabs are trying to do things to establish their right to Jerusalem and to the Temple Mount and to Hebron. The Jews are doing the same thing. The Arabs recently allocated $500 million to help Arab people go into East Jerusalem to settle because there's now a Jewish majority there in East Jerusalem. So the struggle's on for Jerusalem. It won't stop till Armageddon. The Bible says Jerusalem is the issue over which the battle of Armageddon will soon be fought. This is a test. The Bible says that in the end time, none of the wicked shall understand, but that the wise will understand. We are in the end time right now. We'll ask you to list the things that the Bible says will soon come to pass. Stay tuned for another exciting edition of Politics and Religion.
Look, there are two things I don't discuss: politics and religion.
In my house, we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion.
I'll talk to you about anything except politics and religion.
I never talk about politics and religion.
Politics determines how we'll live here on earth. Religion determines how we'll live forever. I'm Irvin Baxter. I think it's time we talk about it.